Welcome to my Colombia stories. This one's calculated. Tonight's story comes from Danny, 42 years old, HVAC contractor from Austin, Texas. This guy wasn't some fresh off the plane tourist. He'd been to Mexico, Costa Rica, Jamaica, knew to watch his drink, knew the common scams, thought he was too careful to get caught. Danny went to Cartagena for a week after his divorce. Just needed to clear his head. Maybe have some fun, meet some people. What happened in one night will make you paranoid about every drink you ever accept again. Here's Danny. I'm Danny, 42. I run a small HVAC business back in Austin. Been doing it for 20 years, good money. No complaints. I came to Cartagena for a week, needed a break. Divorce finalised 6 months earlier. Thought some warm weather and cold beer would clear my head. I wasn't looking for trouble. Wasn't looking for love either, just wanted to decompress. That's what I told myself anyway. I'd been in Cartagena 3 days, stayed in Getsemaní, cheaper than the old city. Grittier. I liked it better. Felt more real. By day 4 I was bored, so I went to this bar, little place off Plaza de la Trinidad. String lights, plastic chairs, vallenato music blasting from speakers that looked like they'd been there since the 80s. I ordered a Club Colombia, sat outside, watched people walk by, couples holding hands. Families eating arepas from carts, street vendors trying to sell bracelets nobody wanted. I felt invisible, which was fine. That's what I came here for. That's when they showed up. 2 girls, mid-20s. One tall with long dark hair pulled back in a ponytail, the other shorter, curves in all the right places, both wearing tight jeans and crop tops that showed their stomachs. They sat at the table next to mine, not across the plaza, not at the bar. Right next to me. The tall one looked over, smiled. Not the fake tourist smile either. Something softer. "You're American," she said. Not a question. A statement. That obvious. The shoes. Americans always wear running shoes to bars. I looked down at my New Balance. She wasn't wrong. I laughed. "I'm Valentina, this is Camila." Camila waved. Didn't say much. Just smiled and looked away like she was shy. "Danny." "Danny from where?" "Austin, Texas." "Ah, cowboys." "Not quite. More tech bros and traffic these days." Valentina laughed. A real laugh. She pulled her chair closer to my table without asking. Just dragged it over the cobblestones and sat down like we were already friends. "You here alone?" "Yeah, just me." "That's sad. Cartagena is better with friends." She waved to the waiter. Ordered 2 more beers. Didn't ask if I minded. Just ordered them, and when they came, she pushed one toward me, even though I still had half of mine left. We talked for maybe 30 minutes, about Austin, about Cartagena, about what I did for work. Air, conditioning, that's important here, it's so hot. "You're telling me you make good money doing that?" I should have caught that. The money question. But she asked it so casual, like she was just curious, making conversation. "It's okay, pays the bills." "You're lucky. Most Americans have good jobs, easy life." I didn't correct her. Didn't tell her about the divorce or the medical bills or the fact that I was living off savings I'd spent 40 years building. I just nodded. Camila leaned forward, spoke for the first time. "You want to go somewhere else? This place is boring." I looked around. The bar was fine. Nothing special. But it wasn't boring. "Where?" "There's a club. Close to here, better music, better drinks. You'll like it." Valentina nodded. "It's our favourite spot. Locals go there. Not many tourists. Real Cartagena." I hesitated. Not because it seemed sketchy, because I'm 42. Clubs aren't my thing anymore. Haven't been for 20 years. But then Valentina touched my arm. "Come on, just one drink. If you don't like it, you can leave." No pressure. And I thought, what the hell? I'm in Colombia. I'm supposed to be having fun. What's one drink? Famous last words. We walked maybe 5 minutes, through side streets, past shuttered shops. Then another turn down an alley I wouldn't have walked down alone. The club was small. Black door. No sign. Just a bouncer leaning against the wall, and bass thumping from inside so loud I could feel it in my chest. Valentina said something to the bouncer in Spanish. He nodded. Didn't even look at me. Just opened the door. Inside was packed. Dark except for red and blue lights flashing across faces I couldn't quite see. Reggaeton blasting so loud you couldn't think. People dancing, pressed together, sweating. It smelled like beer and cologne and something sweet I couldn't place. We pushed through to the bar. Valentina ordered 3 drinks, paid before I could offer. She waved me off when I reached for my wallet. "You're our guest, we got this." The drinks came in plastic cups, pink liquid, tasted like bubble gum mixed with cheap vodka. Way too sweet. Like someone dumped a bottle of syrup in there to cover up bad liquor. "What is this?" "House special. You'll love it." I took another sip. It was strong, really strong. But the sweetness made it easy to drink. Too easy. We stood near the bar. Camila started dancing, just swaying, looking at me like she wanted me to join her. Valentina leaned close so I could hear her over the music. "You having fun?" "Yeah. It's different. Different good or different bad?" "Good, I think." She laughed, touched my arm again, let her hand stay there. Camila grabbed my other arm, pulled me toward the dance floor. I'm not a dancer. Never have been. Even when I was young, I looked like an idiot trying. But I was 3 beers and 1 sweet drink in, and I didn't care anymore. We danced, or I moved while they danced around me. Valentina kept handing me her cup, told me to finish it. I did. Then she went back to the bar, came back with another round, pushed it into my hand before I could say I was good. This one tasted different. Still sweet, but there was something bitter underneath, like cough syrup. "You okay?" Valentina asked. I nodded, but I wasn't. Everything was starting to feel slow. My arms, my legs, my thoughts. Like someone had turned down the speed on the world and forgot to tell me. I tried to set the cup down, missed the table, it hit the floor, bounced, pink liquid spreading across the tiles. "Danny, you good?" I tried to answer. My mouth wouldn't form the words right. They came out slurred. "Wrong. I think I need to sit." Valentina grabbed my arm, steadied me. Her grip was firm. Too firm. "Come on, let's get you some air." She walked me toward the door. Camila followed close behind. The bouncer looked at me, said something in Spanish. Valentina waved him off. Outside. The air was warm, but it felt better than inside. For a second I could breathe. "Sit here," Valentina said. She pointed to a plastic chair against the wall. I sat. My head was spinning. Not drunk spinning. Different. Heavy. Like my skull was full of wet sand. "I don't feel right. You just drank too fast. You'll be fine." I wanted to believe her, but my body was telling me something else. Camila pulled out her phone, started texting. Fast, like she was in a hurry. I tried to stand. Couldn't. My legs wouldn't cooperate. "Just wait here," Valentina said. "We're going to get you water." They both walked back inside. I sat there. Don't know how long. Could have been 2 minutes. Could have been 20. Time didn't make sense anymore. A motorcycle pulled up. 2 guys. One driving, one on the back. The guy on the back got off. Walked over to me. "You're Danny," he said in English. How the hell did he know my name? "Yeah. Your friends sent me. They said you're not feeling good. I'm taking you back to your hotel." I should have asked questions. Should have said no, should have done a lot of things, but my brain wasn't working right. And he said my friends sent him. So it must be okay. I'm okay? Come on. They already paid me. He grabbed my arm, pulled me up. I tried to resist. Couldn't. My body just moved when he moved it. Like a puppet. He walked me to the motorcycle. Sat me on the back. "Hold on." I did. Don't know why. He told me to hold on. So I held on. We drove through streets I didn't recognize. Away from the lights. Away from people. Away from Getsemaní. I wanted to ask where we were going. Wanted to jump off. Wanted to scream. But I didn't. I just sat there, holding on, watching the city disappear behind us. Eventually we stopped. Empty lot. No buildings around, no lights. Just dirt and gravel and darkness. The guy pulled me off the bike. I stumbled. He pushed me down. I hit the ground hard. Felt gravel cut into my palms. Sharp. Hot. He leaned over me. Went through my pockets. One by one. Methodical. Like he'd done this 1,000 times before. He took my phone, my wallet, my watch. Pulled the watch right off my wrist. Didn't even unbuckle it. Just yanked it. Thanks, amigo. Then he got back on the motorcycle. The engine revved. Loud. Too loud. And he left. I laid there, couldn't move. Couldn't think. Just stared at the sky. Stars, I remember seeing stars. Then everything went black. I woke up. Sort of. My eyes opened, but nothing made sense. Sky. Dark. Couldn't tell if it was night or early morning. I tried to move. Couldn't. My arms felt like they weighed 1,000 pounds each. Where was I? I managed to turn my head. Saw dirt. Concrete chunks. Weeds growing through cracks in broken pavement. How did I get here? I tried to remember. The bar, the girls, their names. Valentina. Camila. The club. The sweet drinks. Bitter underneath. Then nothing. No, not nothing. Motorcycle. Guy with a helmet. Driving, then here. But everything in between was gone. Just blank space where hours should have been. My mouth tasted like metal and chemicals. Like I'd been chewing on batteries. My head felt stuffed with broken glass. Every time I moved it, something sharp scraped against the inside of my skull. I tried to sit up. Took 3 tries. Finally got myself propped against something. A wall, maybe. Or a fence post. Couldn't tell. I looked down at myself. My shirt was on backwards. How the hell did that happen? I reached for my phone. Pocket empty. Other pocket. Empty. Back pockets. Nothing. My watch. Gone. Just a pale line on my wrist where the tan stopped. Like a ghost of what used to be there. I patted my chest. My wallet. Gone. That's when the panic hit. Real panic. Not the drunk kind where you can't find your keys. The oh shit, I'm completely screwed kind. I forced myself to stand. Took forever. My legs shook so bad I almost fell twice. Had to grab the wall. Or fence, whatever it was. I looked around. Empty lot surrounded by chain link fence. Buildings in the distance. Dark. No lights on. A street sign on the corner. Carl 34 meant absolutely nothing to me. I started walking. Picked a direction. Hoped it was right. Walked for maybe 20 minutes. Felt like 2 hours. Every step hurt. My legs. My back. My head pounding like a jackhammer. Finally saw lights. A tienda. Little corner store. Guy behind the counter watching a small TV mounted on the wall. I walked in. The fluorescent lights hurt my eyes. He looked up. His face changed. Went from bored to concerned in about half a second. "You okay, amigo?" I must have looked bad. Real bad. I was robbed. I need to use a phone. He stared at me. Probably. Trying to figure out if I was dangerous or just pathetic. Pathetic one. Please. He handed me his phone. Old Nokia. Cracked screen. The kind you can't break even if you try. I tried to remember my hotel's number. Couldn't. My brain wasn't working right. Thoughts kept slipping away before I could hold on to them. Do you know a hotel in Getsemaní? Blue building. 3 stories, near the plaza. He shrugged. Many hotels there. Of course there are. I handed him back the phone. My hands were shaking. What time is it? He checked. Almost 5 in the morning. 5. I'd met the girls around 9. 8 hours. Gone. Just gone. I thanked him. Kept walking. Eventually found a street I recognised. Calle del Arsenal. I knew that one, near the old city walls. Walked toward Getsemaní. Took another 30 minutes. My feet were killing me. Blisters forming. But I kept going. Finally saw my hotel. That blue building. Never been so happy to see anything in my life. I walked to the front desk. Night clerk looked up from her phone. "Senor Danny, what happened to you?" I must have looked worse than I thought. I was robbed. I don't have my key. I don't have anything. She came around the desk, helped me to a chair. I didn't realise how much I needed to sit down until I did. "I'm calling the manager." "No, please, I just need to get to my room." She looked at me for a long moment. Then she checked her computer, pulled up my passport photo from check-in, verified it was me, gave me a new key card. "Room 204, you need help?" "No, I got it." I didn't got it, but I made it anyway. Opened the door. Room looked exactly the same as when I left. Bed made. Backpack on the chair. Laptop on the desk. At least they hadn't gotten into my room. Small victories. I sat on the bed. Just sat there. Staring at nothing. My phone. Gone. That meant they had access to everything. Banking apps. Email. Social media. Apple Pay. Venmo. All of it. My wallet. Gone. 3 credit cards. Debit card. Driver's license. About 8,000 pesos in cash. Maybe $20. My watch. Gone. Garmin Fenix. $400. Gift from my son 3 Christmases ago. That one hurt more than the money. I opened my laptop, hands still shaking. Logged into my bank account. Took 3 tries to get the password right. There it was. My checking account. 4 transactions I didn't make. Zelle transfers. 3 of them. $500 each. $1,500 total. All sent within an hour. Timestamp showed 11:30 p.m. to 12:15 a.m. while I was unconscious in that lot. While I was laying in the dirt staring at stars. Someone was using my phone. Sending my money to accounts I'd never heard of. I checked my savings. 2 wire transfers. $1,000 each. $2,000 total. Same time window. Then my credit cards. Cash advances, 3 of them. Max amounts, $2,000. $1,800. $2,000. All from ATMs in Cartagena. Different locations. They must have driven around. Total damage. $9,300. $9,000. Gone. While I was passed out in an empty lot with my shirt on backwards. I tried calling my bank. Automated system. Fraud department opens at 8 a.m. Eastern. That was 4 hours away. I tried my credit card companies, same thing. Automated messages. Call back during business hours. I pulled up Find My iPhone. Maybe I could track my phone. See where it was. Device offline. Of course it was. They turned it off or destroyed it. Either way, it was gone. I sat there for another hour, just staring at my laptop screen, refreshing my bank account, hoping the charges would disappear. They didn't. At 6 a.m, I gave up trying to sleep. Took a shower. Hot water felt good. Stood under it for 20 minutes, trying to wash off whatever the hell they'd given me. My head was clearing. Slowly, but the taste in my mouth wouldn't go away. Metallic. Chemical. Wrong. I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were bloodshot. Pupils huge. Like saucers. I'd seen that look before on guys who'd done too much coke or meth back in my 20s. But I hadn't done anything. They'd given me something. In that drink. The second one. The one that tasted bitter underneath the sweet. I googled it. Scopolamine. Devil's breath. Burundanga. All the same thing. Comes from a tree. Makes you compliant. Suggestible. You do whatever people tell you, and you don't remember any of it. That's what happened. Had to be. I read more. Side effects. Memory loss. Confusion. Dilated pupils. Dry mouth. All of it matched. The article said it leaves your system in 24 hours. No way to test for it after that. No way to prove. You were drugged. Perfect crime. At 8 a.m, I called my bank. Explained everything. The drinks, the girls. Waking up robbed. The transactions I didn't make. They said, did you give anyone your PIN? I said no. They said the transactions were authorised with your PIN. I said I was drugged. They said, do you have proof? Police report mentioning drugging. I said not yet. They said file a police report. Come back to us with it. Maybe we can help. Maybe we can't. I called my credit card companies, same conversation, 3 times. All said the same thing. Authorised transactions. Need police report. No guarantees. I got dressed, walked to the police station, CI station in Getsemaní, small building, 2 cops at the front desk. I tried explaining in my broken Spanish. Tourist, robbed, drugged. 2 girls. Club. 1 cop spoke some English. Asked for my passport. I showed him. He wrote down my information. Asked what happened. I told him the whole thing. Plaza de la Trinidad, Valentina, Camila, the club with no name, the sweet drinks, waking up in the lot. He nodded, wrote notes, asked if I knew where the club was. I said no. Some alley off the plaza. He asked if I had the address. I said no. He asked if I could describe the girls. I tried. Dark hair, mid-20s, pretty, tight clothes. He kept writing. He asked if I had their phone numbers. I said no. They didn't give me their numbers. He asked if I had photos. I said no. Didn't think to take any. He handed me a piece of paper. Report number. Said I could use it for my bank. For insurance. That was it. I said, what about finding them? What about the club? What about the guy on the motorcycle? He said the club probably isn't legal. No permit. No records. Valentina and Camila aren't their real names. The motorcycle plates were probably fake. Or stolen. He said this happens all the time. Every week, sometimes every day, they're gone. I won't see my money again. I said, you're not going to investigate. He looked at me. Said, investigate what? I don't have names, addresses, photos, plates. Nothing. He said, go to your bank. Show them the report. Maybe they help. Probably they don't. I walked out, went back to the hotel, called my banks again, sent them the police report. They said they'd review it. Decision in 7 to 10 business days. I knew what that meant. No, I spent the rest of the day trying to piece together what happened, where the hours went, what I did, what they made me do. The last thing I remembered clearly was sitting in that plastic chair outside the club. Valentina saying they'd get me water, then the motorcycle, then the lot. But that was maybe 20 minutes total. What about the other 7 hours? Where was I? What did I do? Did they take me somewhere else first? Did I walk around? Did I say things? Do things? I'll never know. And that's what keeps eating at me. Not the money, the blank space, the missing time, the fact that someone controlled me, made me do things, and I have no memory of any of it. The banks denied everything. All of them. Checking. Savings, credit cards. Same reason. Authorized transactions. Correct PIN. Correct security questions. Nothing they could do. I said I was drugged. They said the police report doesn't specifically mention scopolamine, just says suspected drugging. Not enough proof. I said test for it. They said it's been 3 days. It's out of your system. Can't test for something that's gone. I was stuck. $9,300 gone. And no way to get it back. I tried going back to Plaza de la Trinidad. Walked around for 2 hours, looking for the bar. Found it. Same plastic chairs, same string lights, different people. I showed the bartender photos on my laptop, screenshots from Facebook of similar-looking Colombian women. Asked if he'd seen them. He said maybe. Lots of girls come through. Can't remember everyone. I asked about the club, the one with no sign. Black door. He said there are many clubs around here. I asked which ones don't have signs. He shrugged. Said he doesn't go to clubs. Just works at the bar. Dead end. I walked the alleys, tried to retrace my steps, tried to remember which way we'd gone. Everything looked the same. Narrow streets, shuttered buildings. I found 3 clubs that fit the description. Black doors, no signs, bouncers out front. Went to each one. Asked about that night, about Valentina and Camila, about an American who got drugged. Everyone said no, don't know them, didn't see anything. Move along. I knew they were lying, or maybe they weren't. Maybe the girls work different clubs, different nights. Rotate so they don't get caught. Smart, efficient, professional. I went to 3 more police stations, bigger ones, tried to file more detailed reports, bring more attention to it. Same response every time. Without names, addresses or photos, there's nothing they can do. These scams are organised. The girls are never who they say they are. The clubs are temporary. Pop up, disappear. By the time someone reports it, everyone's gone. One detective said I should count myself lucky. He said some guys wake up in the hospital. Overdosed. Brain damage. I only lost money. I should be grateful. I didn't feel grateful. I called my son, told him I lost my watch, the Garmin he'd given me for Christmas. He asked how. I said it got stolen. He said from where? I said my hotel room. He said that sucks. I'll get you another one. I said no. Don't. I don't deserve it. He went quiet. Asked if I was okay. I said yeah. Fine. He didn't believe me. But he didn't push. I didn't tell him about the money. Didn't tell him about the drugs. Didn't tell him his old man got played by 2 girls in tight jeans and a pink drink. Some things you keep to yourself. I stayed in Cartagena another 3 days. Don't know why. Maybe I thought I'd figure something out. Maybe I thought I'd see them. I didn't. Every time I saw 2 young women together, my heart jumped. Is that them? It never was. Just regular people, living their lives, not scamming divorced HVAC contractors from Texas. I stopped going to bars, stopped going out at night, just stayed in my room, ordered room service, watched TV in Spanish I didn't understand, tried to sleep, couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that empty lot. The stars, the gravel cutting into my palms. I checked my bank account obsessively, 20 times a day, hoping something would change. It didn't. Same balance, same missing $9,000, same sinking feeling in my stomach. I googled scopolamine scams, found hundreds of articles, thousands of stories, all the same. Meet someone, accept a drink, wake up robbed, memory gone, money gone. No one gets caught, no one gets their money back. I found forums, victim support groups, People sharing their stories. Guy from Germany lost 12,000 euros. Woman from Canada lost everything. Retirement savings, life savings. Gone in one night. At least I wasn't alone. Cold comfort. But comfort. I read about the drug itself, how it works. Blocks certain receptors in your brain. Makes you suggestible. Compliant. You'll do whatever someone tells you. Give them your PIN, unlock your phone, walk to ATMs, smile for cameras. And you won't remember any of it. The scariest part? You're conscious. You're awake. You're moving, talking, acting normal. But you're not in control. You're a passenger in your own body. That's what happened to me. For 8 hours I was a puppet. And I'll never know what I said, what I did, where I went, who I talked to. Did I tell them about my son? About my ex-wife? About my business back home? Did I give them more than just money? Did I give them information they could use later? I don't know. I'll never know. I flew back to Austin 4 days later, earlier than planned. Couldn't stay, couldn't look at Cartagena anymore. The place I came to clear my head just filled it with more mess. Landing in Austin felt weird, safe, familiar, but wrong somehow. Like I'd left part of myself back there in that lot. I went home. Same house. Same tools in the garage. Same life waiting for me. Except $9,000 lighter. My business partner asked how the trip was. I said fine. Relaxing. He said I looked tired. I said jet lag. He said get some rest. I said yeah. Will do. I didn't tell him. Didn't tell anyone. What would I say? Hey guys, I got drugged and robbed in Colombia. Lost 9 grand because I was stupid enough to accept drinks from strangers. Yeah, not happening. I went back to work, same HVAC jobs, same clients, same routine. But I was different. Jumpy. Paranoid. Someone offered me coffee on a job site. I said no thanks. Someone asked if I wanted to grab a beer after work. I said no. Can't. My partner noticed. Asked if something happened in Colombia. I said no. Why? He said you're acting weird, quiet, not yourself. I said I'm fine. Just tired. He dropped it. I stopped sleeping again. Woke up at 3 or 4 every morning. That's when it happened. 3:30. That's when I came to in that lot. My body remembers even when my brain doesn't. I'd lay there, staring at the ceiling, running through it again, trying to find the moment I should have said no, should have walked away, should have known better. Was it when they sat next to me? Was it when they asked about money? Was it when they suggested the club? Was it when I accepted the second drink? Or was it earlier? Was it when I went to the bar alone? Was it when I came to Cartagena? Was it when I thought a week in Colombia would fix whatever was broken after the divorce? I don't know. Every choice led to that moment. That lot. That missing 9 grand. 3 months later, the bank sent final letters. Claims denied. Transactions were authorised. Nothing they could do. Case closed. I'd expected it. Still hurt. I rebuilt slowly. Put money back into savings. Worked more hours. Took extra jobs. Skipped dinners out. Skipped everything that wasn't necessary. In 6 months, I'd save back 3,000. In a year, maybe I'd have half of it back. The money I could fix. The other stuff took longer. I don't date. Haven't tried. Deleted all my apps. Tinder, Bumble, Match. All of them. My son says I should get back out there. Says one bad experience shouldn't ruin it. I said it's not one bad experience, it's 9,000 bad dollars and 8 missing hours. He didn't know what to say to that. I don't trust drinks I didn't pour myself. I don't trust people who are too friendly too fast. I don't trust my own judgment anymore. Because I did everything I thought was right. And it still went wrong. My buddy Rick asked if I'd ever go back to Colombia. I said no. Never. He said that's a shame, it's a beautiful country. I said I'm sure it is. For someone else, not for me. I still have the police report, folded up in my desk drawer. I look at it sometimes, trying to make sense of the Spanish. Trying to find something I missed. Some detail that would make it make sense. It doesn't. It never will. I googled Valentina and Camila. Common names, millions of results, photos of different women. All beautiful, all smiling. Any of them could be her, or none of them. I'll never know. I think about them sometimes. Wonder if they think about me. Probably not. I was just a job. A payday. $9,300 split between however many people were involved. The girls, the bartender at the club, the bouncer, the motorcycle guy, maybe more. How much was my cut worth? 2 grand each? 3. Is that what 8 hours of my life is worth to them? I wonder if they're still doing it, still sitting at Plaza de la Trinidad, still ordering beers for tourists, still suggesting clubs with no names, still handing out pink drinks that taste too sweet. Probably. Why stop? It works. I'm proof it works. I wonder how many others there are, how many guys like me, 40-something, divorced, lonely, looking for connection in the wrong places, easy marks, easy money. I wonder if any of them got their money back, if any of them found the girls, if any of them got justice. I doubt it. If they did, I'd have read about it. I looked. Found nothing. The hardest part isn't the money. It's the not knowing, the blank space. The 8 hours that are just gone, erased. Like they never happened, except they did happen. I just wasn't there for them. I was there, but I wasn't. Someone else was controlling me, using me, and I have no memory of it, no way to process it, no way to understand it. Just a story other people tell me must have happened based on the evidence, the transactions, the times, the locations, but I don't remember any of it, and I never will. That's what I lost in Cartagena. Not 9 grand, not a watch, not my phone and wallet. I lost 8 hours. I lost trust. I lost a part of me that believed people could be good without wanting something. Maybe that's dramatic. Maybe I'm making too much of it. But that's how it feels, like something broke that night. And I don't know how to fix it. I'm still here, still in Austin, still running my business, still talking to my son, still going through the motions. But something's different. Something's gone. People ask if I regret going to Colombia. I don't know. Part of me says yes, of course, look what happened. Part of me says no. I needed to do something. I needed to try. What I know is this. I went to Cartagena to clear my head. I came back with more questions than answers. $9,000 lighter. And a story I'll never fully understand. That's all I got. That's the whole thing. Believe it or don't, doesn't change anything. Doesn't bring the money back. Doesn't give me back those 8 hours. But maybe someone reads this. Maybe someone thinks twice before accepting that drink. Before following those girls to that club. Before trusting strangers who smile too easy and ask about money too soon. Maybe that's worth something. That's it for this one. Thanks for sharing. This is my Colombia Stories. Until next time, take care.